Hello everyone, this is Monica Staneda and we're talking about Feng Shui nightmares. This is the second video in a series of 3, and in this video we'll be talking about nightmare color choices. Again, my name is Moni, and what I do for a living is I help women and a few men who have a strong nesting instinct to turn their current homes into their dream homes so that they can start living their dream lives in those homes. And so let's talk about colors. There are two ways to do Feng Shui. One of them that I don't recommend is Compass School Feng Shui. Don't do Compass School Feng Shui. And Compass School Feng Shui, they give some bizarre advice around colors. So I'm going to share with you 3 stories today about color nightmares. And so, first of all, I'm going to share with you the story of a physical therapist who had hired a Feng Shui consultant who practiced Compass School. And so he hired me because after he had paid her fee to do the consultation, she didn't answer his phone calls or his emails with further questions, which is something that you cannot do. I always offer, when I do consultations, I always give a chance, for people for at least 3 weeks to contact me with any questions they may have. And so she had told him it was a physical therapy practice, and one of the things he wanted to do is he wanted to repaint his business. Now, if you own a business, write down in the comments, I own a business, and tell us what kind of a business it is, or put a link to your website so I can have an idea of who is watching that owns a business, right? And so it was a physical therapy business, and he wanted to repaint. And so one of the reasons he had hired a Feng Shui consultant was that he wanted to help with choosing colors. And so I walk into his waiting room, right? This is a physical therapy practice, which means that people come in pain. They're in pain. When they first come in, they're in pain. So they're there in the waiting room. And so this Feng Shui consultant had told him, because the wall in his therapy waiting room faced the south, that he should paint the wall in red. Now, colors have psychological effects, and so if you are in pain, red is not necessarily the color you want to be surrounded with. You would probably want a more soothing color, like a soft green, like a sage green, an aqua green, or light blue. And so it was completely, the color choice was completely at odds with the function of the room. Now, it did look good. It was a nice red, and it might have looked good, really, really good in someone's family room. It might look really good in a coffee shop or a restaurant, but in a physical therapy practice, it was completely out of place. And so, and it's this same person, she had advised him to paint the walls facing each direction in different colors. She said, paint the walls to the south in red, the walls to the east in green, the walls to the west in gray, and the walls to the north in blue, navy blue. Now, that's an odd color combination, right? And so that's the one story that I want to share with you, the physical therapist. The second story I want to share with you is a woman who had hired a Feng Shui consultant of Compass School. Again, say no to Compass School Feng Shui. It's fear-based. And so this woman had hired this Feng Shui consultant because her husband had been fired, and she thought maybe it was a problem with Feng Shui, and she wanted to make sure the luck was right in the home. And so she hired this Feng Shui consultant, and the Feng Shui consultant gave her some advice on colors, right? But things had gotten worse ever since she got this Feng Shui consultant. After her husband got fired and she got fired, then 2 of the family members came down with illnesses, and everything was going wrong. Everything was bad. It had been over 6 months. They couldn't find jobs. And so she hired me because she realized after she hired this Compass School consultant, things went worse. And so she hired me. So when I go into consultations, the first thing I do is I ask people to show me the home as if they were trying to sell the home through a real estate agent. And so she shows me the home, and she shows me the master bedroom. And her master bedroom is painted in navy blue, really, really dark. And so I say, well, you must really like navy blue. And she says, not actually, I don't actually like it, but the Feng Shui consultant said, according to my husband's, because he's the head of household, and according to his birth date, that his element was water, so we needed to paint the black or navy blue, but I thought black was a really bad idea, so we did navy blue. Can you imagine a whole bedroom painted in navy blue, a master bedroom? Now, colors have psychological effects, and one thing that happens with colors, with dark colors, is that they have a depressing effect on people. People get blue when they're surrounded by dark blue. And so another thing that we consider in Feng Shui, one bad thing that happens if you have very dark colors, like blues and blacks in the bedroom, is that it kills passion, because water kills fire, and fire is passion. And so this woman had painted her room in a color she didn't like, because the Feng Shui consultant said that was a good color for her husband as head of household, and that would help him find a job. And so then I asked her, well, does your husband like the color navy blue? And she says, well, on clothes, yes, but not on walls. So they were both completely unhappy. And so then I asked her, so how's the passion? Are you feeling passionate towards each other? And she said, almost non-existent, which is in accordance with what Feng Shui says would happen with a bedroom that is too cool in colors. And so this lady, she had painted her bedroom in a color neither she or her husband liked. It had killed their passion, and it was not helping find jobs. And so in the type of Feng Shui that I practice, I look at several things. I look at the taste of the people, what colors do they like. I would never recommend that somebody paint the room in a color they don't like. Then I look at what's the function of the room, what needs to happen in the room. And in a master bedroom, what needs to happen, the colors need to support communication. I know, some of you maybe think, well, in the master bedroom, that's for intimacy. But intimacy is a consequence of communication. So when you're young, like when you're single, and you're dating or sleeping around, great sex is a consequence of chemistry. Okay, but in a marriage, chemistry only goes so far. It's hard for a couple to have good sex, a good sex life, if they don't communicate well. So the colors in the master bedroom need to mainly promote communication, and then you need to have some accents to promote that fire that's going to produce the good intimacy, right? And so, but again, I look at what needs to happen in the bedroom and what's the taste in colors of the people who live there. If I think something should be a certain color but the people hate it, I cannot recommend that. That is not correct. And then another story I want to share with you is about this woman who also hired me after she had hired a Feng Shui consultant. And she didn't have good results with the other Feng Shui consultant. One of the reasons was, again, she wanted to repaint the house, and this consultant had told her to paint her bedroom, her master bedroom, in gray, and she was single. And before she painted the master bedroom, she was in love with somebody. She had a good relationship. It was looking promising. And right after she painted the master bedroom, there was a cool down in the relationship. So she had painted the master bedroom in gray. And I'm like, why is your master bedroom gray? And she says, because the Feng Shui consultant told me this bedroom is to the west, so it needed to be painted gray. And I'm like, well, let's think about this. Why would you paint your bedroom in a color you don't like? And she's like, well, she's the expert, and I was trying to get help. And so I want to use this moment as a reminder that you are the expert in you. There's a reason you like certain colors. There's a reason you shy away from certain colors. And a good Feng Shui consultant should be able to provide you with a solution that's going to be good for you, Feng Shui-wise, and that you like. Now, in Compass School, the way they recommend colors is by looking at the directions and by doing astrological and numerological calculations. So they might tell you, hey, according to my calculations, your element is earth, and the color for earth is yellow, so you have to paint your bedroom yellow. What if you hate yellow? Okay, so then the right way to choose colors that are Feng Shui correct is to look at the function of the room and to consider the taste of the people who are going to sleep in that room. That's the right way to do colors. By the way, if you are at a point where you need help choosing colors for your home or business, write in the comments, say, I need help choosing colors, and I will send you a link to a free webinar that I did on Feng Shui colors. And also to actually have a course on choosing Feng Shui correct colors. And so if you comment under this video, you become eligible for a really nice discount, 50% off on that course. So if you are interested in learning more about Feng Shui colors, or if you need help choosing colors, write down, I'm interested in Feng Shui colors, or I need help choosing colors, in the comments. Also remember, remember to share this video, remember to comment, remember to help me help other people make their current homes into dream homes so that they can live their dream lives. A lot of the times, people, they don't know how to, I have rarely met a Feng Shui consultant who actually knew how to choose colors. Most Feng Shui consultants give advice on colors, and even if the advice seems to make sense, once you apply it, it doesn't look good. So what is the point? What is the point of having, working with your Feng Shui and making colors combinations that are supposed to be Feng Shui correct but don't look good? You don't want to come home to a place you don't like. That doesn't make sense, coming home to a place you hate. And so my thing is that your home should become your best friend forever. Your home should nurture you. Your home should help you become a better person. Your home should be constantly nourishing you and giving you good feedback. But for a lot of people, their home is that mean girl from high school, that mean girl that told you that you were not good enough, that made you feel like you were not good enough, and that didn't want to let you in her circle, or that was just plain mean to you. So a lot of people surround themselves in their homes by things they don't love or like, and that ends up hurting the way they see themselves and the way they perceive life. And so this is my second in a series of 3 of Feng Shui Nightmares. And this one was specifically about colors. I previously did another video on what are considered bad directions in Compass School. Again, I do not recommend that you do Compass School. Stay away from Compass School. Become acquainted with the 9 Steps to Feng Shui system, which is the derivation of Form School, the good one, the good school of Feng Shui. And I have developed this method that is step by step, by the numbers, fail-proof. Everybody that uses it in the correct way sees some kind of improvement. And so if you'd be interested in talking about a Feng Shui consultation, write down, I'm interested in a Feng Shui consultation, in the comments, and I'll get in touch with you with a link where you can schedule yourself to have a free orientation meeting with me. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Moni, and what I do for a living is that I help people turn their current homes into their dream homes so they can live their dream lives. Goodbye.